it was a script, you know. I used to produce theater in Chicago and Seattle, and we didn't have a lot of money, but I thought that we knew how to make a good evening for the audience. And I firmly believe that you do not need a pile of money to tell a good story. And oftentimes, Robert Rodriguez, who is one of my favorite directors, he plans his movies to have low budget because he says that the creativity of the cast and crew is unleashed if there's not a lot of money. If you can't just fix every problem by pouring money onto it, then everyone's creativity gets unleashed. And I firmly believe in that. And I had a really good theater company. We got really good by the time we were in Seattle. Amber Benson, when I was on Buffy, I still had blonde hair. She was doing a little tiny film called Chance, but she had a great script, and she was a genius. She was shooting in digital at a time when digital cameras were still coming in and they were bleaching out the color of the print. And so she shot in her apartment to save money and also painted all the walls really high saturated color and then put makeup on us that looked a little weird, but she had done tests, and when you saw the print it just looked colorful and amazing and just so cheap. And so if the script is really good, I just kind of pray that the people behind it are as smart about production as they are about screenwriting, and it turned out to be the case. Yeah. I mean, like the movie I was talking with you about, that Dragon Ball, millions and millions and millions of dollars. It was horrible. Horrible. This is awesome. It rocks.
So we're going to wrap it up pretty soon. Let's get a couple more questions before I'm going to turn it back over to McLean. Yes.
As for James, you play a great job in so many different things. You seem like a nice guy in person. Anything special you get for that character?
The question is, I play a lot of villains and I seem like a nice guy. Honey, do you have anything to add? Or she's not even here anymore. Where is she? She's not here. The truth is that, I think that we all kind of have a dark side that we try not to show people in public. We try not to burden our families with it. We try to stay away from it if we can. But we all have that. And it's just kind of fun in a safe way to let that out. I love villains.
There we go. One more question, then I'm going to turn it back over to McLean. Yes.
Really quick, I want to add that really quick. Well, Steve.
Oh no. Well, I think something that James is really excellent at is a villain is never a villain in their own mind, right? And for him, it's very common in some cultures. It's like this is not a problem. So I think what you see, especially in Tensley, is just this. He's very almost childlike, and you really like him, but he's really awful, and it's just like I think that's it's just. So.
Yeah, I mean one of my favorite moments that is like when she says I'm gonna marry you. Oh fine, I'll marry you, and he looks back and he's like, you lie. And it's like this, I can't even do it. Like he does it so vulnerable and so I imagine them playing as kids and they're like, I love you, cousin. And they're like, you do, and him just like locking that away in his brain. And then he brings it up always, like, you told me you loved me. We were on the hills of the Farmion. Anyway, so, and a movie's only as good as its villain, and so we had to get the best one. So.
One day the Return of the Dragon Warriors love for the Oracle shows, and we can book a flight.